Being extremely wealthy is certainly not a bad thing. The bills are taken care of. Living paycheck to paycheck is other people's concern. Meals are always prepared. When you go shopping, you don't necessarily check the price tag. Life seems very comfortable and easier than most. Hi, welcome to Lux 24/7, a luxury lifestyle channel covering all things luxury. In today's video, we'll be counting down the world's top 10 richest royal families. These are families so powerful and influential that even the Bezos, Gates, and Musks simply cannot compare. Number 10. The House of Liechtenstein, the Alps. You may have trouble spotting this tiny principality on a map if you're not a native of Austria or Switzerland. Located across the river is the small island of Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, which only occupies about 60 square miles of the Alps. The microstate is nestled between Austria and Switzerland, between jagged alpine hills. It is among the richest in the world, and the Liechtenstein family who rule it is among the wealthiest families in Europe internationally. The majority of their $4.4 billion net worth is held as royal possessions under the prince's name, the Prince of Liechtenstein, Hans Adam II. And being the ruler definitely has its benefits because the king's enormous revenue from the family-owned LTG Group Bank is tax-free. In addition, the monarch has authority over a sizable collection of expensive properties, including castles and palaces spread throughout Austria and the Czech Republic. Number 9. The House of Maktoon. For almost 2 centuries, the Maktoum family has dominated the territory of Dubai. Throughout this period, they transformed the barren desert into a haven for affluent people. The family gained an enormous $19 billion throughout this shift. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the leader of the dynasty and the ruler of Dubai, is by far the richest of them all. And even though the Sheikh's business prowess quadrupled his riches over time, he still knows how to have a fun time. The patriarch's expensive taste seems to have been rubbed off on his son, Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum. His massive collection of golden vehicles, including several rare models, is a testament to this. However, these are not the flashiest cars in Hamdan's garage because he owns a fleet of luxurious tanks. Reportedly, the vehicles are for wealthy oil magnates to enjoy desert excursions. Number 8. The House of Alawite, Morocco. With their roots extending back to the 13th century, this family is among the oldest on our list. The Alawites have been in charge of Morocco for the past 5 centuries, and it's not surprising that this has been a rewarding venture for them. The 19 members of the Moroccan royal family have a combined wealth of more than $20 billion, with the king owning a heftier part. It is primarily due to his numerous assets and corporate moves. On top of that, the monarch receives an annual salary of about $500,000. Great trade for showing up to ceremonies and waving to the public. However, this enormous sum only pays half a month's worth of upkeeping for the family palace. The anticipated sustaining expenditure for this extravagant abode in Fez is about $960,000. Usually, kings may only need one manor, but King Mohammed VI has plenty. He scattered it all around the world, with each costing an average of over $500,000. Number 7. The House of Bolkiah, The Bolkiah dynasty ruled Brunei for almost 8 centuries. Despite the colonization attempts, they had performed exceptionally well, more for themselves than for the nation and its people. Currently, the family is estimated to be worth $30 billion, and even for lavish aristocrats, the Bolkiah taste is quite peculiar. It's not every day you'll hear a person spending $20,000 for a haircut. The Sultan of Brunei must love his hairstyle a lot, or at least he rewards abundantly. That's just one of the monarch's outlandish purchases. Another example is his $400 million private jet that he adorned with an additional $120 million of gold. It's a marvel how the thing keeps flying. This spending might seem ridiculous, but to a person who earns $147 a second, it's only loose change. Number 6. The House of Adulyadej. Bhumibol Adulyadej is the head of the Thai royal family. Their enormous fortune, estimated to be worth $60 billion, was mostly made possible by the Crown Property Bureau. This agency manages the royal funds and receives about half its total assets. The Adulyadej family was adored in Thailand, but that hasn't been the case since Bhumibol came to power. His lavish and borderline irrational spending and outlandish behavior have caused the nation to look for a democratic change. Bhumibol, for instance, did skimp when he bid farewell to his dog. The 4-day pet funeral had cost millions of dollars. The king also lavishes money on himself while showing little concern for leading the nation. Enjoying what you're watching? Well, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you find this video educational and entertaining, share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Now onto the top 5. Number 5. The House of Windsor. The British royal family has long since outgrown its role as mere royals and has evolved onto celebrities. Although Queen Elizabeth II recently passed, it is herself and her quirky headwear that has permeated pop culture. The royal family is worth more than $88 billion, with most working in British real estate. Approximately $10 billion worth of estates make up the family's property, including renowned residences like the Windsor Manor and Buckingham Palace. The king or queen is often the wealthiest member of the monarchies. However, things are a little bit different with the Windsors. What's surprising is that the most loaded person in the family may never be able to sit on the throne. The $500 million of the Queen are only 10% of her great-granddaughter's $5 billion. The 6-year-old Princess Charlotte has incredible fortune through her parents' effort, making her a young fashion star. Unlike the other families on the list, the British royal family does not flaunt their riches through golden cars, luxurious yachts, or exotic animals that recite "God Save the Queen." However, it cannot be denied that they are highly regarded as royalty. Number 4. The House of Nahyan, Abu Dhabi. His Majesty Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan is the head of the royal family of Abu Dhabi. The family has an estimated net worth of $150 billion, with the oil industry becoming their primary income source. The family owns a number of 7-star hotels, in addition to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. The Nahyan family doesn't reside in a rundown shack as one might expect, but rather in an opulent palace furnished with all manners of luxury. The world's most expensive and expansive royal palace is Qasr Al Watan, which costs about $2 billion and covers 380,000 square meters in size. The royal family of Abu Dhabi certainly lives a high life, complete with a billion-dollar collection of vehicles, yachts, and planes. Number 3. The House of Thani, Qatar. At 41 years old, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani is currently the youngest monarch in the world. Nevertheless, he is the head of the third wealthiest royal dynasty, gauging a net worth of $335 billion. Fossil fuel exports are their primary source of income. The family also owns a sizable number of assets in the UK. They even have stock in the Empire State Building in New York. The Emir of Qatar has made significant investments in high-growth industries and is a large shareholder in Volkswagen, as well as other premium businesses like Barclays and Tiffany and Company. The Thanis stay in a $1 billion royal palace in Doha. The not-so-humble abode contains numerous ceremonial and residential chambers. Interestingly, the Qatari family actually owns more real estate in the United Kingdom than the British royal family. And from the looks of their vast collection of automobiles, jets, and luxurious possessions, you know they spent billions on extravagance and prestige. They allegedly even paid off FIFA officials to grant them the right to host the 2022 World Cup Finals. Of course, there is a doubt about this being true, given how trustworthy and unyielding international soccer officials are. Number 2. The House of Al Sabah, Kuwait. The Al Sabah family has ruled Kuwait for the past 300 years. During this time, they have amassed a hefty amount of $360 billion. The Emir, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al Sabah, leads the country and the family. Although oil exporting accounts for a large percentage of their fortune, their kin also gain ample income for global assets, particularly in America. Since the 1980s, they have been making strategic purchases yielding enormous revenue. The Al Sabah is well known for leading an opulent lifestyle. Their extravagant way of life includes exotic animals and other luxuries that most people cannot afford. At the same time, they had managed to maintain their culture by having funded a $775 million cultural center. This architectural marvel takes advantage of all modern conveniences there is and contains theater, libraries, conference rooms, and an opera theater. Number 1. The House of Saud, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, holding the title of the wealthiest royal family in the world, the Sauds have a net worth of $1.7 trillion. It also makes their territory the richest country in the world, with no doubt that they enjoy flaunting these riches. The family may as well credit Saudi Arabia's vast oil reserves. However, the $1.7 trillion will be smaller because it is distributed to 15,000 relatives. The royal family has expensive taste and definitely knows how to lead an extravagant lifestyle. If it's not golden, the Saud family won't pay it any attention. These include gilded automobiles, furnishings, and yachts. Do you think they have a golden bike? On the top of things, their real estate holdings are as extensive as one might imagine, owning prestigious properties in France, the UK, and other countries. The family has a reputation for paying too much for everything. They just purchased Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi for a record-breaking sum, drawing everyone's attention. The 500-year-old painting cost them $453 million. Who knows what a Muslim family would want with a picture of Jesus Christ? However, it may be an attempt to redirect their revenue away from oil export. It's a fantastic move on their side that demonstrates their success was not only due to the enormous wealth of the nation they rule, but also their astute business judgment and wise investments. And with that all said, this concludes our video. What do you think about these royals and their spending habits? How good is your family when managing or spending money? Do you agree or disagree with this list? Let us hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Check out our other videos if you enjoy content like this. Until next time, this is Lux 24/7, your luxury lifestyle channel.